Chosen one. Wait. Before you listen to anything else, before you judge this message, before you decide whether to stay or leave, I need you to hear the first truth. We were wrong. Not weak, not foolish, wrong. And admitting that is not failure. It is the beginning of freedom. My dear child, you were taught to be patient, to endure, to stay calm, to keep understanding everyone. You believed that if you stayed quiet long enough, things would change. If you waited longer, clarity would arrive. If you carried more, peace would follow. But listen to me carefully now. Endurance without alignment does not bring peace. It brings exhaustion. And you are tired, not because you are ungrateful, but because you stayed in places that required you to shrink. You called it loyalty, you called it love, you called it humility, but I call it misdirection. Chosen one. We were wrong to think that being chosen meant being silent all the time. We were wrong to think that saying yes to everyone was kindness. We were wrong to believe that clarity would come without courage. You don't grow by abandoning your own truth. And lately, your soul has been uncomfortable because it knows this. That tight feeling in your chest, that sudden clarity at night, that urge to pull back even when nothing bad happened. That is not confusion. That is awakening. This message came now because you are finally ready to see things as they are, not as you hoped they would become. Pause for a moment. Breathe. Because what I am about to say requires honesty. You were wrong to think it was your job to fix everything, to carry everyone, to explain yourself endlessly. You were wrong to think walking away meant giving up. Sometimes walking away is alignment. Sometimes staying is delay. And delay feels spiritual until it costs you peace. Chosen one, this season is not about trying harder. It is about choosing correctly. You are not being asked to become cold. You are being asked to become clear. Clear about where your energy goes. Clear about what you tolerate. Clear about what you keep calling temporary that has been permanent long enough. Clarity feels sharp because it cuts confusion. That is why this message feels intense. We were wrong to believe growth would be painless. Growth requires correction, and correction requires humility. But hear this, correction is not rejection. I do not correct what I plan to discard. I correct what I plan to elevate. Chosen one, you are not starting over. You are starting aligned. You are not losing people. You are losing friction. You are not becoming selfish. You are becoming responsible for your own peace. This is the shift. And it explains why certain conversations no longer interest you, why certain places feel heavy, why you can't unsee what you now see. Once truth is revealed, you cannot go back without breaking yourself. Now pause again. If this message feels like it is speaking directly to your inner thoughts, not your emotions, but your knowing, type "I see it now" in the comments. Not for me, for yourself. Chosen one, this is not the season to negotiate your boundaries. This is not the season to keep explaining your decisions. This is not the season to doubt what clarity already confirmed. Peace does not need permission. We were wrong to think peace would come by pleasing everyone else. Peace comes when you stop betraying yourself. And here is the most important part. You are not late. You did not miss your moment. This correction is the moment. Alignment always feels like loss before it feels like relief. But relief is coming. Quietly, steadily, without chaos. If you are willing to choose clarity over comfort, truth over habit, alignment over guilt, comment "I choose alignment." And if you want to continue this journey of truth and alignment, subscribe. Not because you need more words, but because you are learning how to hear them now. Chosen one, we were wrong, and that realization just moved you forward. Stay honest, stay grounded, stay aligned. This message found you because you were ready. Chosen one, stay with me. If you are still listening, it means something inside you has already shifted. Because truth does not shout, it settles. Now listen carefully. Being wrong did not damage you. Staying unaware would have. You thought strength meant holding on. You thought faith meant waiting endlessly. You thought love meant absorbing pain quietly. But here is the truth you were never taught. Faith is not silence. Love is not self-erasure. Strength is not endurance without direction. We were wrong to confuse suffering with purpose. My dear child, not every delay was divine. Not every closed door was protection. Some doors stayed closed because you never stopped knocking on the wrong ones. And some pain lasted because you kept calling it a test instead of recognizing it as a sign. This is not blame. This is clarity. You were learning, and learning requires correction. Chosen one, you kept hoping people would change once they saw your heart. You kept believing that if you explained better, they would finally understand. But hear me now. People who benefit from your confusion will never celebrate your clarity. That is why growth feels lonely at first, not because you are losing connection, but because you are losing illusions. And illusions are loud when they break. Pause here. If this part is touching something deep, comment, "I understand now." Let it be your acknowledgement. Now listen. This season is asking you to stop romanticizing struggle. You do not need chaos to be chosen. You do not need pain to be spiritual. You do not need to bleed to prove loyalty. Peace is not a reward. It is a requirement. We were wrong to think peace would come later. Peace is the foundation, not the finish line. Chosen one, you are being asked to unlearn before you rebuild. Unlearn over-explaining. Unlearn over-apologizing. Unlearn staying quiet when your spirit says no. Silence is holy only when it protects truth. Silence that buries truth becomes self-betrayal. And you feel that difference now. That is why certain memories hit you differently, why old conversations replay with new clarity, why you suddenly see where you abandoned yourself. This is not regret, this is recovery. Recovery of your voice, your pace, your discernment. You are not becoming harsh, you are becoming honest. And honesty feels heavy to those who thrived when you were unsure. Chosen one, I am not asking you to confront everyone. I am asking you to stop abandoning yourself. Walk quietly if needed. Set boundaries without speeches. Choose differently without announcements. You do not owe everyone access to your growth. Growth is sacred. Now hear this carefully. The next phase of your life will reward consistency, not intensity. Small aligned choices will create massive peace, but only if you stop returning to clarity already exposed. You cannot heal while revisiting the wound. You cannot move forward while negotiating with the past. We were wrong to believe closure required conversation. Sometimes closure comes from clarity alone. Chosen one, you are not late. You are right on time. This realization did not come earlier because you wouldn't have trusted it. It came now because you are finally ready to protect it. Before this part ends, I want you to decide something quietly, not emotionally, honestly. If you are willing to stop calling misalignment patience and start calling it what it is, comment, "I choose clarity." And if you want to continue this journey of truth and alignment, subscribe. Not because you need more words, but because you are learning how to hear them now. Chosen one, we were wrong. And now, you are free to walk correctly. Stay present, stay honest, stay aligned. Chosen one, listen slowly now. Because what comes after realization is the most fragile stage. Not everyone fails before clarity. Many fail after it. You now see clearly, and that changes everything. But clarity is not the end. It is the responsibility. My dear child, now that you know what was wrong, you will be tested not by confusion, but by temptation to return. Return to what feels familiar. Return to what once felt safe. Return to what you already outgrew. This is where many stumble. Not because they don't know better, because growth feels lonely before it feels peaceful. You may notice something strange. You don't argue as much. You don't explain as much. You don't react the same way. And some people will feel that. They may ask, why are you different? Why are you distant? Why are you quiet now? But you are not distant, you are discerning. Chosen one, when you stop abandoning yourself, others feel the absence of access. And not everyone will celebrate that. This is why I am speaking again. Because clarity without courage will pull you back into old cycles. You must now protect what you finally understand. Protection does not look like fighting. It looks like choosing differently. Choosing silence where you once reacted. Choosing rest where you once overworked. Choosing peace where you once proved yourself. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. Now listen carefully. You may feel moments of guilt, moments where you wonder, am I being too harsh? Am I changing too much? Am I wrong again? That voice is not conviction, it is conditioning. You were conditioned to be available, to be agreeable, to be understanding even when it hurt you. Breaking conditioning feels uncomfortable at first, but discomfort is not danger. Chosen one, you were not meant to return to who you were just to make others comfortable. Growth is not negotiable. And now, your life will begin to feel simpler, not easier, but clearer. Fewer conversations, fewer explanations, fewer emotional storms. More intention, more discernment, more quiet confidence. This is alignment forming. Pause here. If you feel this part describing your current state, comment, I am changing, not as a label, as acceptance. Now hear this. You will not convince everyone. You will not be understood by everyone. You will not be supported by everyone. And that is okay. You were never meant to carry everyone with you. Some are meant to watch. Some are meant to learn. Some are meant to let go. Your job is not to decide who stays. Your job is to stay aligned. Chosen one, the next phase will ask you to trust your peace more than people's opinions. Because peace is fragile until it becomes stable. And stability comes from consistency. Consistency in boundaries, consistency in choices, consistency in honoring what your spirit already confirmed. This is not about perfection. This is about direction. Before this part ends, I want you to notice something. You are no longer desperate for answers. You are becoming comfortable with truth. That is growth. If you are ready to protect this clarity without guilt, comment, I protect my peace. And if you want to continue this journey to completion, subscribe. The final part will show you how to walk forward without fear, without looking back, and without losing yourself again. Chosen one, you were wrong before, but now you are aware. And awareness changes everything. Chosen one, slow down. This is not the end. This is the settling. You have walked through realization. You have accepted correction. You have protected clarity. Now comes alignment. And alignment feels different. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It does not rush. Alignment feels steady. My dear child, you are entering a season where you no longer need to prove what you already understand. You are no longer searching for signs. You are becoming one. The noise that once pulled you has lost its power. The confusion that once followed you no longer speaks with authority. That is growth. Now listen carefully. Alignment does not mean everything becomes easy. It means everything becomes clear. Clear about where you belong, clear about what you decline, clear about what you protect. And clarity creates peace without permission. Chosen one, you may notice something simple yet powerful. You respond less, you explain less, you tolerate less. Not because you are colder, but because you are complete. Completion changes behavior. You are no longer waiting for people to understand you. You understand yourself. And self-understanding is the beginning of authority. Now hear this truth. Authority does not shout, it stands. It does not demand space, it holds space. You will be tested again, not to see if you know the truth, but to see if you live it. Small moments, quiet decisions, daily choices. This is where alignment is maintained, not by intensity, but by consistency. Chosen one, there will be moments you feel tempted to return to who you were because it feels familiar. Do not confuse familiar with faithful. You did not come this far to go back to comfort that cost you peace. Peace is now your compass. If something disrupts it, pause. If something pressures it, step back. If something confuses it, wait. Peace is not passive, it is precise. Now pause with me. Take a breath. If you feel calmer now than when this series began, that is confirmation. Comment, "I am aligned," not for visibility, for acknowledgement. Now listen to this final instruction. You are allowed to move forward without announcing it. You are allowed to grow quietly. You are allowed to protect joy without explanation. Silence will serve you more than speeches ever did. Chosen one, this season will reward integrity over intensity, truth over performance, rest over reaction. And as you walk forward, remember this. You were wrong before because you were learning. You are not wrong now because you are aligned. Learning shaped you. Alignment steadies you. Stay steady. If you want to continue receiving God-guided messages that support clarity and growth, subscribe. Not because you need direction, but because you value alignment. This series was not meant to rush you. It was meant to return you to yourself. Walk gently, choose clearly, protect peace. You are aligned now.